Indie Mogul.
Summer movie season has officially begun. Audiences charged out of the gate, giving Wolverine an impressive bow despite that pesky internet leak. Wolverine is the best there is at what he does, but is what he does summer blockbusters? Let's find out with some movie math. Hugh Jackman will be singing his own praises this week after his self-produced, self-starring mutant actioner overcame tremendous odds to not only take the #1 spot, but take it with a vengeance. Hunting down $87 million, X-Men Origins Wolverine is performing pretty much on par with X2. X-Men and Spider-Man continue to be the heavy hitters for Marvel comic book movies, with Iron Man most likely joining the club when its sequel hits theaters in 2010. As for X-Men Origins Wolverine, odds are it'll run with the rest of the X-Pack and gross a similar $200 to $230 million. And that means Fox will be churning out more X-Men films left and right, especially since the rights to the franchise will revert back to Marvel in 2012 if Fox doesn't have any X-Men films in active development. Yeah, like that's ever going to happen. But despite raking in the dough, creatively is Fox running the franchise into the ground? Audiences seem divided. I asked you to rate the movie on a 1 to 10, and you were all over the map. Some of you saying it's the worst X-Men movie, and some of you saying it's the best. Overall, your scores averaged out to a 7.5, 1 point lower than the 8.5 audiences gave it on Friday's Beyond the Trailer. And the winner of this week's one-sentence review challenge is Blastin' Trex, who says, "The only thing better than this movie will be a fight between Chuck Norris and every god in the world." But runner-up Maniaca Lunchbox counters that it's a bastardized, poorly scripted movie with Roger Rabbit effects that throws 20 years of comic lore to the wind. While Wolverine went after the bride, Ghost of Girlfriend's Past scored with The Bridesmaids, seducing its way to second place with $15.3 million. Although Matthew McConaughey must be losing his touch, as his last two romantic comedies both opened at around $20 million. Girlfriend's Past is more in line with The Wedding Planner, which opened in the teens as well, only going on to make $60 million overall. But forget about McConaughey's past, he better change his ways if he expects to have a future. This is good news for Jennifer Garner, though, as Girlfriend's Past has already outgrossed the last film she starred in, Catch and Release. So I guess considering these two stars' previous box office stats, they should just be happy they're working at all. And Ali Larter continues to stalk the box office charts as she holds on in third place, squirreling away another $12.2 million despite dropping 57% from last weekend. Beyoncé's Make Me a Movie Star project seems to be working as the film is up to $47 million after just its second weekend, outgrossing established movie stars like Robert Downey Jr. and Jamie Foxx, Russell Crowe and Ben Affleck, and Julia Roberts and Clive Owen. Julia Roberts! Just goes to show you can never relax in this business or someone's gonna school you. Elsewhere in the box office, Zac Efron's magic spell on audiences seems to be fading as 17 Again fell another 45% for a total so far of $48 million. There is no way he'll be able to catch up to Miley Cyrus at this point, as Hannah Montana the movie has reached $70 million so far. And Monsters vs. Aliens continues to show tremendous stamina, holding steady in the middle of the pack. Up to $182 million, Monsters vs. Aliens has surpassed Madagascar 2's total and should be able to pass Madagascar 1 by the time Pixar's Up hits theaters May 29th. A sequel is pretty much guaranteed at this point. And The Soloist is a flop. It happens. I saw a movie this weekend and I'll tell you all about it after the break.
What happens when you put together one band and one filmmaker to create an original music video for $99? Watch world premiere videos every week at $99musicvideos.com. $99 Music Videos is best experienced with Verizon Fios Internet.
My name's Dan, and I see movies everywhere. You're watching Indie Mogul.
I saw X-Men Origins Wolverine, and I gotta say, I kinda liked it. Did it take my breath away? No. But it reminded me of a solid Rambo movie with all the action in the woods and Hugh Jackman's loner bit. Now, I know you guys are strongly divided on this movie, but as I said on Facebook yesterday, I don't think this movie is made for comic book readers. In stark contrast to Zack Snyder's Watchmen, Jackman didn't make a Valentine to comic book fans. He made one to movie fans. And that's why his movie is such a huge commercial success, where Watchmen wasn't, because Wolverine is accessible to the average moviegoer. I saw this movie with two people who don't read comics and didn't really like the first three X-Men movies. They loved this movie. Seriously, they thought it was the best X-Men film yet. I think having just one main character to focus on instead of an ensemble cast in the other X-Men films works best as it's easier for non-comic book fans to follow. As for us comic book fans, to enjoy this movie, we gotta just let the continuity go. Yeah, I found it a little frustrating that Gambit could somehow walk on walls and levitate playing cards. Silver Fox and Emma Frost sisters? Annoying, because there's no reason for them to be sisters. And what they did to Deadpool? Yeah, it was kind of cool with all the powers, but that's not Deadpool. And by the way, Fox, having different after-the-credits scenes rotating on the prints is really annoying. I'm not going to sit through the movie again just to see a 30-second scene which might not even be there. I got the one where Wolverine is in a bar in what I'm assuming is Japan. What I wanted was the Deadpool one where supposedly he sticks his head back on. I'm also guessing he'll cut his mouth open and go back to delivering his hilarious one-liners, which is Ryan Reynolds' real-life mutant power. Also, while I think having Wolverine run around naked as Weapon X in the comics was dramatic, showing his animal side, here in the movie it was silly. I mean, people were giggling, which I think detracts from the gravity of the Weapon X story. But it was kind of funny when he streaked across the farm. And what was with the Ma and Pa Kent knockoff? See, you just gotta let it go. This was a good man-on-the-run movie with the added benefit of special effects. Bring on X-Men Origins Magneto. As always, thanks for watching Movie Math, and I'll see you on Fridays Beyond the Trailer covers Star Trek and Next Day Air. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some Movie Math.
Subscribe, comment, rate it.